Closed captioning provided by the UT Haslam College full-time MBA program. Learn, transform, lead. It all starts here.
Let's get ready to work to win. Let's go.
This is it. A passion that knows no equal. For the next 60 minutes, you're tuned to Vol Network coverage of the Tennessee Volunteers.
Let's own the expectations, man. Let's go.
From the heart and soul of the Volunteers Day.
I want the whole city of Knoxville to know that it's football time in Tennessee.
This is Tennessee. This is the Butch Jones Show.
I've been waiting for this one.
Brought to you by the Big Orange Debit Card, only from the official bank of the Vols, First Tennessee. By Dish, introducing the Flex Pack. It's a skinny bundle from Dish, official sponsor of the Big Orange. By the Ford F-150, tough runs in our family. See your local Ford dealer today. And by Farm Bureau Insurance. With agents in more communities than any other insurer, Tennessee turns to Farm Bureau Insurance, the official insurance of the Vols.
Well, if you like offense in college football, Neyland Stadium was a great place to be on Saturday afternoon. Tennessee beats Kentucky 49-36. But, Coach, the key thing is your defense won the game with red zone stops.
It's all about red zone efficiency, and our defense, even though we have some things we definitely need to improve on from next week, I thought they really rallied and forced them to kick field goals as opposed to touchdowns. And then offensively, vice versa, we were able to cash in on our field position for 7 points as opposed to 3. And as the game went on, I thought those are one of the big storylines.
You also forced a fumble in the red zone to stop a Kentucky scoring drive. So the defense really kept Kentucky out of the end zone, and that was the key to the game.
We knew they're an explosive offense, that they were going to run the football, and it's the resolve, the resiliency. And again, to not give up the 7 points. Stephen Griffin did a great job of coming in at the safety position, and we generate a turnover. And again, it's all about cashing in. And we always talk about complementary football, and I thought this game really exemplified complementary football in all 3 phases.
Josh Dobbs has played a lot of great games at Tennessee. I'm not sure he's ever better offensively than he was in this game.
Again, I thought he managed the game exceptionally well, made all the throws that we asked of him, but also in the run game. And when you can get Josh Dobbs going in the run game and the pass game, it's going to set it up for scoring a lot of points. And I thought our offensive front really did a good job of really letting him set his feet in the pocket and be comfortable. And then our receivers, tight ends, and running backs did a great job. We always talk about you're painting pictures for the quarterback, and I thought they did a great job that way.
Kentucky's linebackers are very active. They make a lot of tackles. You were able to get them flowing the wrong way a lot of times and then countering back and getting guys wide open for good throws.
A lot of play action, a lot of RPOs, run pass options, but also just pure play action. And again, really using their strength to their weakness of their linebackers and the way they flow and run to the football. And again, our offensive line did a very, very good job. And then obviously Josh throwing the ball downfield.
Also great to have Alvin Kamara back. He was terrific.
Well, having Alvin back, as you know, he brings another spark, and him and John Kelly really work hand in hand together. And that's a great duo, but also having Cam Sutton back as well. And I think that really shows you the mindset and the makeup of this football team. They have these 2 individuals back, and Cam Sutton and Alvin Kamara, when they could have been really, really very selfish and said, you know what, I'm done. I'm going to move on to the next level, the next stage of my life. And Cam was actually a week ahead of progression. We had kind of circled the date of the Missouri game. And I always say we live in a sports center society. Everyone turns Sports Center on and they see the highlights, but what they don't see are the behind the scene things, the 8, the 9, the 10 times a day in treatment and being in there at 6, 7 a.m. And that was Alvin, and that was Cam as well.
Also, Cam made a couple of great plays on 3rd downs to bat balls away that stopped Kentucky's drives. Those are little things that maybe don't show up in the box score, but those are big things for a team and a defense.
Well, we call those PBU, pass breakups, and when you look how long Cam Sutton has been out, for him to come in, and Kentucky has some very good wide receivers. They have good skill, good speed on the perimeter, and it was just great to have his presence and Alvin's presence back on the field.
Big offensive game, big win for Tennessee as the Volunteers improved to 7-3 on the season and now beaten Kentucky 16 straight times at Neyland Stadium. We'll show you the highlights next here on the Butch Jones Show.
Time out to check the stats. Brought to you by Dish.
Tennessee's offense is fast and furious. The Vols work hard to attain that explosive ability throughout the offseason. Check the stats. Last week, Tennessee running back John Kelly achieved a top speed of 21.5 miles per hour during his 73-yard TD run against Tennessee Tech. According to Zebra Technologies, the same sport analysis used by all NFL teams. The sophomore covered a total of 84 yards and did so in just under 10 seconds. Moreover, if Saturday were the NFL Combine, Kelly's mad dash would have given him a 40 time of 4.25. Now that's speed you can see if you're quick enough.
Check the stats. Dish introduces the new Flex Pack. Learn more at dish.com/Vol. Catch the Vol on Dish, proud partner of the Big Orange.
Technology affects us on a daily basis, no matter what we have to do. So when it comes to our banking, everything has to be fast and convenient. For a coach on the go or a family on the go, First Tennessee is the name to know for online banking and mobile banking. And I couldn't forget my Big Orange debit card. It's with me all the time. And when I pull that out of my wallet, I'm very proud to show the Power T. You'll find the Power T at First Tennessee.
We are believers. Trust is earned in the field, where a full day's work will always tell the truth. We believe in what we do and what we have done. Who are we? Number one in subcompact tractors, number one in compact excavators, and number one in diesel engines. We are Kubota.
There's something out there. Something stirring. Something wild. Introducing the Wild family of instant games from the Tennessee Lottery. Win up to $500,000. Out of nowhere. Only from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun.
Our family, we're not like any other. We're spirited, tough, loyal. We believe in tradition and honor. Generation after generation, we're Vols for life. This is my family. And this is my truck.
It's all about family football and F-150 on a Tennessee Saturday. Save up to $10,094 plus $500 Ford credit bonus cash and $1,000 Black Friday bonus cash on top of current offers.
Hey, Mom. Surprise.
Play fake. Stands in there. Fires end zone. Wide open. Touchdown, Tennessee. That's to Josh Smith. Johnson back to throws. Got some time. Now it breaks down and he's sacked. Gonna fake to Kelly. Throws to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee to Ethan Wolf. They're gonna give it to Kamara. First to the 10 to the 5 to the checkerboard. Touchdown, Tennessee. To throw. Here's the pressure. Hit and sacked. To the right. And they go that way. Kamara pops it to the outside. Prove another good block. To the 20, 15, 10, 5. Checkerboard. Touchdown, Alvin Kamara.
You could not have asked for a better day to play football. What a gorgeous day at Neyland Stadium. Sold out crowd. It was quite a setting.
It was, and playing a noon game, and our fans came out like you would expect. Best fan base in America, and really providing that home field advantage for us.
You really encouraged them to be there at noon at Neyland, and they were there, weren't they?
They were there. And, you know, we talk about now being in a two-game playoff, and we're going to need them next week at home at 3:30 versus Missouri, and really create that home field advantage for us.
All right, let's talk about the game a little bit. You get to Kentucky taking the ball down the field and scoring their first possession, 2 plays. They'll pick up the highlights as Tennessee then got the ball and came back and again answered what Kentucky had done.
And that's the big thing when we talk about complementary football, is really being able to answer. And the game didn't start off the way obviously we had planned for it, but our players have been very, very resiliency. They don't blink, and you just keep playing football.
So let's pick up the highlights from Tennessee and Kentucky at Neyland Stadium as the Volunteers and the Wildcats go at it. This is Tennessee's first possession after Kentucky scored.
Well, this is a 2nd down and 7. This is an easy curl flat combination to Josh Malone, and it gets us a valuable first down, but also controls the field position game as well. Obviously, anytime we can run the quarterback, and here's Josh Dobbs on a 41-yard run on a 1st and 15 after we had a pre-snap penalty, and again, you can see the field position change.
That was a called play, quarterback draw?
That was a called play. And then right here, again, this is Josh in the pocket off of a token play action fake, hitting Josh Smith. And again, everything was set up off the play action and having a firm, solid pocket where Josh could set his feet and deliver the throw.
So that tied the game at 7.
Well, another play action pass here, and Josh does a great job of hitting an out route to tight end Ethan Wolf. And again, you can see he can set his feet and deliver the throw.
Another quarterback run by Dobbs.
As you can see, Bob, all these are on early downs. This is a 1st and 10 play. This will end up being a 35-yard rush for us, changes field position. And we thought he would score, but we did not. And then obviously coming up next, he'll have a 1-yard rush here, getting it into the checkerboards, as you like to say. John Kelly's a lead blocker here, does a very good job. And then Josh has a great upcut, gets the ball north and south.
That gives Tennessee a 14-10 lead. Now this is 2nd quarter action.
Critical downs. This is a 3rd and 6 at our own 25. Again, you can see that Josh can set his feet, and then he hits Josh Malone on a drive route. And then Josh does a really good job of catching the ball and advancing it, getting the ball north and south.
This is one of Dobbs' best plays of the day right here.
Well, right here, and this is Tyler Bird, the true freshman out of Naples, Florida, doing a good job. And Juwan Jennings gets a good block. And again, you can see the field position change, and that was on a 2nd down and 10 call. Again, staying with 2nd downs, here's a 2nd down and 7. Here's a token play action fake. Gets the linebackers to suck up on the play action fake and does a great job of hitting Ethan Wolf here for a touchdown and putting the ball really where it needs to be. And then we talked about Alvin Kamara and his return. You can see he makes the safety miss at the 2nd level and goes for a 39-yard rush here again on 1st and 10.
Putting pressure on Kentucky. Now they want to run the ball, and getting them in long distance situations was a key.
Well, you can see up top they create a double team for Derek Barnett. So it leads a one-on-one matchup with Corey Vereen, and Corey does a great job with the 6-yard loss and the sack. And then next up with Derek Barnett here, again, everything is about tackles for loss, and here's a 3-yard loss. That came on 1st and 10 too, so now they're behind schedule. Now they're behind the chain, so to speak.
Tennessee forces the punt, gets the ball back, and Alvin Kamara goes to work again.
Again, 16-yard rush. Our offensive line does a good job, and you can see some hard running by Elvin for that 16-yard rush. Again, that was on a 2nd down and 3 call.
This is a great throw and a great catch to Juwan Jennings.
Again, Juwan Jennings just continues to play very, very consistent football for us. Runs an out route on the sideline, makes a great play with the ball in the air, and Josh puts the ball where only Jennings can make the catch. Favorite play of the game. Here's a little flea flicker. John Kelly does a great job at getting back, getting the ball back to Josh so he can set his feet. And then Josh does a great job at throwing the other Josh Malone. And that was an option route that he ran off to safety there.
That made it 28-16 Tennessee.
Again, we talk about tackles for loss. Again, there's Corey Vereen, there's LaTroy Lewis.
We talked about a red zone stop, and this is the big play for Kentucky as the ball's knocked free.
As the ball is knocked free, and Stephen Griffin does a very good job, and we come up with the football. Again, everything is about generating turnovers and being opportunistic.
They're in the red zone 6 times, only 1 touchdown, and that was a key in the game.
It was a key, and then right here, it's 2nd and 14. We're behind the sticks a little bit, and then obviously Josh Dobbs kind of changes the formula a little bit with a 22-yard run here. Then here's Alvin Kamara on a rush for 17 yards. Again, gets us in the end zone. It's an outside zone play. Again, you can see there he does a great job of making the safety miss and then gets the ball north and south.
What speed for Kamara. He looked fresh, didn't he?
He did look fresh. And then speaking of fresh, here's Josh Dobbs on a 45-yard run. And this was a critical moment in the game. And it was set up by a Marquell Osborne kickoff return. Everything is about field position. Again, complimentary football. Kentucky had gained the momentum in the game, and then we're able to answer their score with the score of our own.
Dobbs, 14 carries, 147 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns.
And then here's Derek Barnett getting a one-on-one matchup, and obviously very Derek Barnett fashion ends it with a sack. That was on a 3rd and 9, Bob.
Yep. John Kelly.
Well, John Kelly, here's a 28-yard rush, great upcut outside zone again. Great balance, runs exceptionally hard, and runs after contact. That's what John Kelly's all about.
He had 94 yards in the game and 16 carries.
Then here's a 29-yard rush for a touchdown for Elvin. Again, outside zone, reads it. Now the ball spits outside, and again, you can see the hard running, yards after first initial contact.
On the day, he had 10 carries, 128 yards, and a couple of scores. Big day.
Here's a senior, LaTroy Lewis, again getting a sack. Along with Malik Foreman as well.
So LaTroy Lewis with the sack, the handshake at midfield, which is always great when you're on the winning side of things. And Tennessee gets a big win in November.
Well, it was a big win, and we're in a 2-game playoff, and our players have done a great job, and we challenged them all week in terms of the best team that had the best week of preparation would win this football game. And I thought our players did an outstanding job with preparation, and there's something to play in a noon game now. You have to change your body clock. You have to change the way you get up. You have to change your eating habits because you're eating pregame meal at about 8:45. So everything is about structuring that week to be successful, and I thought our players did a very good job with that.
Scheme-wise, it was important in Kentucky because they ran so much of the Wildcat formations. You had 3 linebackers out there a lot of times. You had a bunch of injuries in the defensive line, so you're mixing and matching. I mean, it was a chess game all day, wasn't it?
It was, but again, resolve, resiliency. We have a lot of things that we have to get corrected from the missed run fits and the missed tackles, but again, it goes back to being efficient. And we were efficient in the red zone, and we found a way to win a football game.
And that's the key thing in the bottom line. I mean, your defense made enough stops to win the game, and that's what it's about.
Well, we did. And then we did some great things offensively to really control the game. We only had 50-some-odd plays. So we knew that they were tops in time of possession. We had to do a great job of making sure that we really took advantage of our possessions and scoring when we had those opportunities.
Tennessee gets the win over the Kentucky Wildcats, and we'll talk more about it when we come back next here on The Butch Jones Show.
It's time to honor the Tennessee Vol Scholar of the Week, brought to you by Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics. Shop ChooseNissan.com, innovation that excites. This week, we recognize Kyle Phillips as our Vol Scholar of the Week. Kyle is a member of the 2016-2017 Vol Leaders Academy, and his mother serves as Director of Athletics at Tennessee State University. Kyle is a 2016-2017 Vol Scholar and had a 3.0 GPA last year, making him our Vol Scholar of the Week.
Sophie, his 13th birthday. Gift, we've got you. Guitar, coming tomorrow. Road game today, surprise party tomorrow. Change of plans. Game tomorrow.
No, birthday tomorrow.
Hotel. Guitar, reroute.
Birthdays are on birthdays.
Party, relocate. UPS My Choice makes rerouting packages easy. How we're helping companies solve for the needs of customers like Sophie.
Good or better? The Hyundai Tucson versus the Ford Escape. Estimated fueling costs, the Ford's higher. Whoa. Estimated routine repairs, the Ford's higher.
What's happening?
In fact,
guys?
Hyundai has the lowest 5-year cost to own of all brands for 2016. So again, Ford's higher.
Guys? That's really high. Very funny! Ha ha!
Better is the reason to buy Hyundai. The 2016 Tucson from Hyundai.
Whew. It's hot in here. It's your chicken sandwich meal. It really brings the heat. Is it hot enough?
Smoldering. I'm April.
I'm July.
Set your world on fire? Maybe. Indescribably good? Definitely. The Kickin' Chicken Sandwich Meal. Chicken fingers on Texas toast drizzled with tongue torch sauce and ranch. Served with crinkle fries and a small beverage. Only at Zaxby's.
I'm Clay Matthews, and I'm good at football.
And so is Verizon. Because now you can watch every live, local, and primetime game on your phone with NFL Mobile, exclusively on Verizon. All without using your data. That's better than good. It's the best. And I'm the best. Watch live NFL games, NFL Red Zone, and more with NFL Mobile, all in HD, only on America's Best Network.
The Butch Jones Show is being brought to you by Verizon, the better network. Verizon, official wireless provider of the Tennessee Volunteers.
By the natural gas utilities and pipeline companies in Tennessee.
Natural gas.
By UT Medical Center, Tennessee's hospital. UT Medical Center, wisdom for your life. And by Food City, the tailgating capital of Big Orange Country. And proud sponsor of UT Athletics. Food City, value every day.
I'm Maddie Glad with VFL Eric Ainge. This is the Film Room, a segment where Eric breaks it down for us. Today we're talking about the blitz. Now we know we blitz to bring pressure on the quarterback, but when is the perfect time to blitz in a game?
When, why, every blitz has a purpose. To get to the quarterback, to stop the run, to get the quarterback off the spot, to bring confusion, the illusion of a blitz. Right now, everybody's up and we're showing blitz. We have a 3 down front.
Yeah.
We have 4 linebackers up there. Personnel's changing.
Looks like they're all about to go.
It looks like everybody's coming. So the first thing you have to look at is what are we doing on the back end? To me, it doesn't look like they're coming.
Okay.
Because if they were, you'd have, first off, 3 guys guarding these 3 guys over here. We only have 2. It's called a fence look across the back end. So you as a quarterback can look back here, just look at the back end and you can tell they're coming or they're not coming.
Okay.
So disguise is a huge part of the blitz. Let's watch this one, down set hut, and you can see backing out and they're not coming on this one.
Right.
Spying the crossing routes, ends up being a screen, good job by the defensive front, linebackers getting to the running back.
So disguising is a huge part of the blitzing game.
It's a huge part. You have to give the illusion of one side and then bring overload pressure to the other. So when we go to the next play right here, again against Florida, defensive end standing up.
Right.
Looks like, see, right there. Wide receiver points to the corner. Looks like a corner hammer, 4 weak, safety shade. And TK Jr. is going to shade over. It looks like this guy's coming. That's what I would think. Down set, hut, ball snapped, Will minus B. McDowell shoots the gap. Gets to the quarterback, him and Barnett get the quarterback down. So you got to give the illusion it's coming from one side, shoot the gap, bring it from the other.
Okay. And I always hear about a run-stopping blitz. What is that? What does it entail? When do you do run-stopping blitz?
Run-stopping, a lot of the times you can tell, we call them pressure alerts. So if you're a 4 down even or over front team, meaning tight ends over here, the line is slid strong. When the line gets slid weak, see how far that defensive end is out there, your antennas have to go up, ding, 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 pressure, pressure, pressure. Yeah, so right here, this is an under front. We're thinking pressure, and here he comes, a run-stopping blitz, internal, down set, hut, ball snapped, shoot the gap right there, beat the tackle, and get the tackle for loss, get the quarterback. Good job by Kirkland. Illusion of pressure to one side, bring it from the other, get after the QB.
The blitz, it's something that our defensive coordinator definitely likes to do here at Tennessee.
Used to be an old-time football. You talk about a blitz, you send the middle linebacker, maybe an outside linebacker. Now there's zone blitzes, there's safety blitzes, there are all kinds of different blitzes.
There's so many different blitz patterns that you can do in moving the front. That really plays to the strength of our defensive front. We're very athletic and agile, so be able to move the front. And there's so much that goes into the blitz technique from the linebacker, the nickel, or the strong safety, and also the coverages that are associated with the blitz packages.
With these spread offenses and the read options and all those type things, if a quarterback gets comfortable, your defense is in trouble. You got to keep them off balance.
Well, you're exactly right. You can never allow a defense to be comfortable, let alone the quarterback. And we always talk about impacting the quarterback. And a lot of these blitzes are designed to create one-on-one matchups for some individual, whether it's your 3 technique, your 1 technique, or your defensive ends, or a linebacker on a linebacker. And this game is all about matchups.
It's about disguising it, too. If they know you're coming, then they'll pick you up with a running back or whatever. You got to come from someplace, and you got to time it. I think Rashad Keyshawn Golden's terrific at doing that.
We spend an inordinate amount of time on the disguises and sometimes looking like we're rotating the coverage one way and bringing it the other way. And again, it's all about impacting the quarterback.
It is. Blitzing is a key part of defense now in college football. When we come back, we'll talk about the Tennessee fans here on the Butch Jones Show.
You're never too young to be a VFL. Sign up for the Junior Vols Club. For more information or to sign up for Junior Vols, visit utsports.com. Presented by the Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic. Proudly serving the University of Tennessee Athletic Department since 1949.
Being a First Tennessee customer makes you very, very comfortable and very confident that you're getting the best of the best in terms of customer service, innovation, and updated technologies each and every day. First Tennessee provides everything to be successful in a convenient way, especially with the online banking and the mobile banking. And the most powerful word you can use is trust, and I trust them with all my banking. I tell anyone who wants to bank with the best, follow me to First Tennessee.
I just wanna break the rules. I just wanna break the rules.
Our family, we're not like any other. We're spirited, tough, loyal. We believe in tradition and honor. Generation after generation, we're Vols for life. This is my family. And this is my truck.
It's all about family football and F-150 on a Tennessee Saturday. Save up to $10,094 plus 500 Ford credit bonus cash and 1,000 Black Friday bonus cash on top of current offers.
Tomorrow's fuel is here today, at home in abundance. America's natural gas is cleaner, more reliable, more affordable, and more efficient, delivering greater stability and dependability with lower costs and emissions. Contact your local natural gas provider to look closer at a versatile resource that can serve your family and community for generations to come.
Excellence is a journey that you choose to take. It's a choice to be the academic medical center in the region. It's a focus on not asking what's next, but discovering it. Excellence is having physicians on the cutting edge of medicine, training future generations of physicians. The University of Tennessee Medical Center. Wisdom for your life.
Tennessee fans, it's time to lock in. On sale now is the official Tennessee football fan t-shirt for 2016. Lock-in shirts are on sale now at Vol shops on campus and at participating fan shops across the state, including Alumni Hall, Hound Dogs, Walgreens, Sports Seasons, and Food City. That's Lock In, presented by Dish. The Vol Network now turns the spotlight on Team 120, brought to you by Hyundai. Proud supporter of college football and loyal fans everywhere.
Neyland Stadium is peaceful and serene when it's empty. But Tennessee football doesn't like it empty. Tennessee football likes it jam-packed.
Tennessee football is a way of life here, and there's nothing more than the Neyland effect on Saturdays.
Appleby has not been able to move the football. Appleby has to, wait a minute, the flag is down.
You could explain the atmosphere Vol Nation creates as some sort of pandemonium. It's jaw-dropping, ear-shattering.
It's almost unreal. It's like a movie scene almost, and it's unbelievable. Our fans have so much energy for our program all around. It's a fun experience to play for this, this institution.
Our fans are very, very educated. They know how to impact the game, and it's a great feeling to know that they're going to be there for us on each and every Saturday.
Having the fans in the game, I mean, there's no better feeling, especially as a defender, hearing third down, third and long, and you hear nothing but it's crazy because then you realize, I'm not in this third down alone. I got 10 other teammates on the field. I got all my teammates on the sideline. Not only that, I got a whole crowd of people wanting me to get this third down stop. And it's just an extra motivation and more people to play for and that more people, playing with you.
Through 9 weeks, Tennessee's attendance is 939,369 people. By the season's end, more than 1 million fans will have supported the Vols.
To have a supportive fan base that is passionate about Tennessee football and wants to see Tennessee football do well and is there to support you week in and week out. We're very thankful to have it. That's not something that's common across the country. So to have such a supportive fan base, such a passionate fan base, we're very thankful for.
The players and coaching staff understand just how valuable the fans are to creating an atmosphere that makes a difference.
Juwan Jennings bobbles it, stays in bound down the sideline to the 20, to the 10, all the way to the checkerboards. Touchdown, Tennessee!
We can't thank the fans enough for what they do for us and support and the way they travel and the way they look out for us and their interest and overall just how involved they get with the game. It's really a blessing to be a part of something like this.
For the Butch Jones Show, I'm Maddie Glab.
Coach, it is amazing the passion of the Tennessee fans. They fill Neyland Stadium. They follow this team on the road. They really love this football program and this team.
Second to none, and we couldn't do it without them. And the Neyland effect is always in full effect. And from a recruiting aspect, when a young man comes on our campus, he can feel the positive energy and excitement that surrounds our football program. Obviously, the game day atmosphere that surrounds Neyland Stadium as well. Even when we go on the road, we have a great away from home advantage as well. And it's an honor and a privilege to play here, and it's an honor and a privilege to represent this great fan base. And one of the unique things we do on Thursdays now is we have a freshman couple with an older player present something that is very, very special to us. And Marquez Callaway and LaTroy Lewis this past Thursday spoke about what it means to play football at the University of Tennessee, and we showed a Peyton Manning video, but then he talked about all of our great traditions, and it's all fan-oriented. It's all about this great fan base and what we represent on a daily basis.
I always remember Coach Dickey always used to tell us around here that pride and tradition never graduates, and once you have it, you always have it, and these fans understand that, and they really get behind it, and they understand how important the tradition and pride of this program is.
No question, Vol for life. And all the former players that come back, Kurt Magic came back from the Indianapolis Colts with a bye week this past weekend. Anytime you can welcome your former players back, it's great, and they miss it. There's nothing like coming back to Knoxville and experiencing Neyland Stadium and our great fan base.
What a great fan base it is for Tennessee, and Neyland Stadium will be sold out again next week. Tennessee leads the nation in attendance this year. Sold out next week for Missouri at 3:30 at Neyland Stadium. We'll ask the coach next here on The Butch Jones Show.
The Vols rushed for 120 yards or more this week. Download the Dunkin' Donuts app and get a free medium hot or iced coffee today. Vol fans, run on Dunkin'.
Nissan Titan. You can drive a truck, or you can team up with one. Bring along an extra set of eyes and some extra muscle. Take on any job. The newly redesigned family of Titans, featuring America's best truck warranty. 5 years, 100,000 miles, bumper to bumper. Black Friday offers start now. Hurry in and save up to $10,000 on Titan XD. It's a Nissan, proud partner of the Tennessee Volunteers.
Being a First Tennessee customer makes you very, very comfortable and very confident that you're getting the best of the best in terms of customer service, innovation, and updated technologies each and every day. First Tennessee provides everything to be successful in a convenient way, especially with the online banking and the mobile banking. And the most powerful word you can use is trust, and I trust them with all my banking. I tell anyone who wants to bank with the best, follow me to First Tennessee.
There's people who care where I'm going, and good friends who welcome me home. So get a full tank of freedom, drive the American road. And with a full tank of freedom, find your own highway. We'll take you wherever you go. Take you wherever you go.
from hard work, humble beginnings, and the red clay of Tennessee, greatness is built brick by brick. This is Coach Philip Fulmer. General Shell and I are proud supporters of Tennessee football.
Monday night means more Tennessee football. Join us from 8 to 9 p.m. for the Big Orange Hotline. Bob Kessling, Jeff Francis, and Pat Ryan break down Saturday's ballgame live from the patio of Dead End Barbecue in West Knoxville. That's the Big Orange Hotline, every Monday night. You asked, he'll answer. This is Ask the Coach, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Check them out at academy.com/Vols for your chance to win Tennessee football tickets. No purchase necessary.
Coach, this is a question from Ross Goodman. It's a good one. What kind of impact has Trevor Daniel, the punter, had on this football team?
Tremendous impact. Everything is about field position. And I believe in the game against Kentucky, he averaged 48.8 yards per kick, had a high of 56 yards. Anytime you can flip field position, that's a weapon. But also with that operation time, in running a punt, you want to be about 1.95 operation time, and he's always at that or below that as well.
He's had a terrific year. John Bryce joins us now.
Coach, you preach a selfless approach from your team, and I don't know that it's ever been more on display than in the game against Kentucky on both sides of the ball. You had Coleman Thomas playing guard for the first time that I think we've seen in a game. So many guys playing out of position on the defensive side of the ball as well. How valuable not only are all those physical experiences, but the example that those guys are setting for right now and the younger players to follow in years to come?
It's invaluable, and they have to have, they have to remember for our younger players aspect that they have to continue to remember what these older players have been through and how they're willing to help the team. No matter what it takes to win football games, they're able and they're willing to do that. And to me, that speaks volumes about them as competitors, as people, and it's that competitive character and that character of a football team that we talk about each and every day.
Competitive character. I immediately think of Derek Barnett and Jawan Jennings. They played on the same side of the ball against the Wildcats. Any surprise that Jawan was able to nail down an interception for you?
No, we've had that in a little while, for a while now. And that's our victory formation on defense, and he actually went up and got the football. And again, these are individuals from Middle Tennessee that are helping Tennessee football win.
Coach, next week, final regular season home game. Hard to believe. Missouri will be in town, and you say goodbye to a bunch of special seniors.
Well, very, very special group of seniors, and we always talk about, is the football program better because you were a part of it? Do you leave Tennessee football in a better place? And I can tell you this, Bob, these seniors leave Tennessee football in a better place. They've been great illustrations of perseverance, of character, and we're going to miss them greatly.
You've got some guys that have played a lot of football for you running through that tee for the final time this coming Saturday.
Well, a very, very, very special group of young men, and they've been through a lot. And to see them experiencing the successes that they're having, not just this year, but the previous years as well, it's very, very rewarding and very close with them and their families as well.
Got some momentum built up on offense, especially. Now you got to keep that going in the final two games.
Well, we do. As we know, in this conference, it's a week-to-week season. All we're doing is we're looking to be 1-0. Missouri's going to come in here. They're going to throw the football. They have some very good receivers, good quarterback, and then obviously defensively, they have one of the best defensive ends in the country. So we have to do a great job, and we have to make sure we win it this week in preparation.
Well, it was a big win over Kentucky. Congratulations to you, your staff, and the players for a big day at Neyland Stadium.
Thanks, Bob.
Butch Jones. Next week, it's Tennessee and Missouri. We'll talk about that next here on The Butch Jones Show.
Fans, please direct your attention to the video board for tonight's Loyal Fan of the Game. Brought to you by Hyundai. Vol fans are loyal. Hyundai fans are loyal too. Enough to be ranked #1 in customer loyalty 6 years in a row.
No matter the day, it's always football time in Tennessee. Join the Vol Network each weekday at Calhoun's on the River for Vol Calls. Talk Tennessee football with head coach Butch Jones. Vol Calls, Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. on the Vol Network.
With CPI Security's InTouch system, you get complete protection, control, and convenience right at your fingertips. Arm your system, lock your doors, and make sure everyone is safe when you're not home. During an emergency, you're quickly connected to our award-winning monitoring station, delivering a fast, personal response when you need it. Call CPI today to get a complete InTouch system, including an interior and outdoor HD camera, touchscreen door lock, and thermostat installed free. That's over $2,100 in free equipment.
At Farm Bureau Health Plans, you may have heard us say, "We've got you covered."
And what does that mean?
It means no matter where you live or what you do.
When you turn 65,
We fill the gaps left by Medicare so you can be prepared for the unexpected.
giving you peace of mind.
And since there are no networks,
No networks?
Yeah, you can keep your doctor or choose a new one.
I really like my doctor. Me too. He's got the bluest eyes I've ever seen. Have questions about Medicare supplements? Visit fbhealthplans.com or your local Farm Bureau office. We've got you covered.
One Tennessee. One sustainable goal. Zero waste in Neyland Stadium. No sort recycling. Now, zero excuses. Made possible by Eastman, Food City, and Waste Connections. No sort makes it easy to be a good sport. Tackle sustainability. At Tennessee, good sports always recycle.
Our family, we're not like any other. We're spirited, tough, loyal. We believe in tradition and honor. Generation after generation, we're Vols for life. This is my family. And this is my truck.
It's all about family football and F-150 on a Tennessee Saturday. Save up to $10,094 plus 500 Ford credit bonus cash and 1,000 Black Friday bonus cash on top of current offers.
We are believers. Trust is earned in the field, where a full day's work will always tell the truth. We believe in what we do and what we have done. Who are we? Number one in subcompact tractors, number one in compact excavators, and number one in diesel engines. We are Kubota.
The Butch Jones Show is being brought to you by CPI Security, proud corporate sponsor of the Vols. By Humana, over 50 years of experience in the healthcare industry. Humana, your partner in health.
By the natural gas utilities and pipeline companies in Tennessee.
Natural gas. And by the Tennessee Education Lottery, proud to have raised over $3.5 billion to support education programs in Tennessee. This is Exact Science, brought to you by Humana, your partner in health.
So I think what we've done is created a program for staff members to engage in any variety of wellness activities. I think what you'll see is companies, some of the most respected brands in the world are creating programs like this. And I think we have an interest there. I think our employees have an interest.
This is the most competitive staff I've ever been around, and so we get very consumed with doing everything we can to give our student athletes the edge and make sure that they're prepared and equipped. And I think sometimes we got to make sure to do that even better, we take care of ourselves.
Productivity goes up, healthcare costs go down, and most importantly, stress levels go down and employee satisfaction goes up. The most important thing we have here are the people we work with, and happy people are productive people, and it makes it just a better place to work for everyone.
It's education, empowerment, and adaptability. We're going to educate our employees just like we do our student athletes, so we can empower them to not only take on the day-to-day task, but truly be great. Most of the workouts are centered around movement and movement quality. And so the biggest thing is, can we get our employees moving better? We talk about it with our athletes all the time. You're only gonna be as good as you can move. And that movement quality is gonna carry over to every single thing you do.
I think all the tools are already in place here for a program like this. We've got an excellent community to recreate in Knoxville. We've got great facilities, and we've got a supportive management within the building from the athletic director down. So, I really think things are ripe for a program like this to really take off.
or better? The Hyundai Santa Fe Sport versus the Ford Edge.
Should we be wearing helmets?
The Santa Fe Sport has an available multi-view camera system. The Edge doesn't.
What was that?
On the Hyundai, available auto emergency braking. On the Ford, nope.
Hey, what's with the axe?
And only the Hyundai is backed by America's best warranty. Better is the reason to buy Hyundai.
I'm out.
The 2017 Santa Fe Sport from Hyundai.
Hey, Mom. Surprise.
There's something out there. Something stirring. Something wild. Introducing the Wild family of instant games from the Tennessee Lottery. Win up to $500,000. Out of nowhere. Only from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun.
Straight drop again, all out blitz. Dickey is going to escape the blitz, throws the pass long downfield, battling for it, caught, taking it to the down to the 5, down to the 4, down to the 3, down to the 2, down to the 1, hit him, 6, Tim McGee, touchdown, Tennessee.
Dobbs in the shotgun. Dobbs gonna fake to Kelly, throws to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee to Ethan Wolf.
When you come out on Saturday, each and every person, when they step up, they're expected to go out and make plays, as we did today. So across the board, we made plays. Josh Malone, big catch. Ethan, big catch. Josh Smith, big catch. JK, AK running the ball hard. So O-line opening up lanes and great in protection today. So just across the board, we played well and productively as the offense.
Well, I'll say it's a lot of fun just in general. We just, especially the past couple of weeks, it's made a major emphasis to just having fun on the field and just enjoying everybody's presence and just going out there and play like how we know how to play. And that's why we're here, is to have fun and win games. So.
Kentucky at the Tennessee 8-yard line, 5:49 to go, third quarter. And Tennessee leads 28-16. Handoff, Snell. Snell fighting his way inside the 5. The ball's free. Ball's free. Who's got it? Tennessee.
It was just the mindset, keeping them out the end zone. We knew we gave them a few big runs, a couple big runs, and like when we get in the red zone, we always think about just getting 3 points, stop them to a field goal, and that's what we did.
Johnson back to throws, got some time. Now it breaks down and he's sacked. Back at the 40-yard line. Tennessee finally got there with Corey Vereen, his second sack of the day.
I mean, it was just a bunch of guys on defense just hunkering down and fighting for every blade of grass. I feel like, you know, when you got in the red zone, it made it more apparent that we needed to stop them, and I felt like we just getting the job done in the red zone today.
We came as freshmen wanting to get Tennessee back in this picture and be in the position we are today. So now we have to take advantage of this opportunity.
Tennessee gives up a lot of yards against Kentucky, but gets the win because they kept them out of the end zone, John.
Bob, really, really good red zone defense, particularly when the game hung in the balance. And 1 out of the first 5 Kentucky trips into the red zone resulted in a touchdown, 3 forced field goals, and a turnover. And the turnover came with the game still in doubt in the second half. A huge fumble and fumble recovery that the Tennessee defense generated. And for all the statistical ugliness, what I remember about Tennessee's defensive performance against the Wildcats is how many guys played out of position, how many guys stepped up in the red zone performance.
And how many guys were banged up and injured during the game, and they just kept plugging guys in.
It's incredible. Going into this game, Tennessee had 23 players from its season opening 2 deep miss time because of injury. And then we see Todd Kelly get injured in this game. Malik Foreman battles through the shoulder, gets it dinged up late, goes back in. Just a lot of guys completely stepping up. A really selfless mindset, I think, from this team. And you saw the visual results of it on the field.
4 sacks in the game. They kept pressure on Johnson, the quarterback, and got Kentucky in some long distance situations. That really turned a lot of those drives around.
turned the drives around, and once Tennessee got more than a touchdown lead, Bob, more than an 8-point lead, you knew Kentucky was out of its comfort zone. And again, that's a big veteran Kentucky offensive line, and yet Tennessee had a good game plan to rotate guys in early, particularly. Got some meaningful snaps from Akwe-Paku and some other guys like that. And they didn't hold up as well as they wanted to, but they held up well enough to help Tennessee get the win.
Offensively, it's about Josh Dobbs.
A brilliant day for Josh Dobbs. He passes Jimmy Streeter as Tennessee's all-time career leader at the quarterback position for rushing touchdowns. Now has 27 with at least 3 games to go, maybe more if Tennessee gets some help and can make it to Atlanta. So another remarkable accomplishment in a truly remarkable career for Joshua Dobbs, who I think is Tennessee's best representative at the quarterback position since Peyton Manning on and off the field.
He was able to keep Kentucky's defense guessing, and the way he ran the offense and had open guys, it's kind of like you've been waiting to see this all season, just have the offense flow so well.
I thought you saw Tennessee call a very authoritative game, and I thought you saw Josh Dobbs respond in an authoritative manner. He was very confident. He was very poised. He made a ton of dynamic plays, and I just thought it started at the top down. I think that flea flickers like that energized the team. I'm there on the sideline talking to you guys on the radio broadcast, and you just saw an energy. People were going crazy on that sideline, standing up on the bleachers and screaming and yelling at that touchdown. Stuff like that infects the whole team in a very positive way.
Yes, indeed. And, of course, the running game was terrific. As having Kamara back, John Kelly had a big day, too.
Yeah, John Kelly just a handful of yards away from giving Tennessee 3 100-yard rushers for the first time in 25 years. That's a remarkable accomplishment. And when there's been a lot on the line, with the exception of the Alabama game, Bob, this offense has really performed very well.
It's time to announce the AutoZone player of the game. Get in the zone, AutoZone. And in the zone for Tennessee was who else? Quarterback Josh Dobbs. 147 yards rushing, a couple of touchdowns, 223 yards passing, and 3 touchdowns. So for the auto parts, accessories, and advice you need, get in the zone, AutoZone. And again, congratulations to quarterback Josh Dobbs. It's Tennessee and Missouri coming up. We'll talk about that next here on The Butch Jones Show.
The Butch Jones Show is being brought to you by CPI Security, proud corporate sponsor of the Vols. By Humana, over 50 years of experience in the healthcare industry. Humana, your partner in health.
By the natural gas utilities and pipeline companies in Tennessee.
Natural gas.
And by the Tennessee Education Lottery. Proud to have raised over $3.5 billion to support education programs in Tennessee.
Excellence is finding ways to solve new challenges. It's one of the reasons we created our 6 centers of excellence. Physicians from different disciplines working together to provide better solutions for you. It's a collaborative effort that pushes us to be our best and to provide you with the best care possible. Excellence is a journey that we take every day. The University of Tennessee Medical Center. Wisdom for your life.
Why are the clothes always so damp? Why do they take so long to dry?
Because we have an electric dryer.
Dad, why is this house so cold?
It's electric heat. Just bundle up and go ask your mother.
Mom, why is the
Go ask your father.
Why did this take so long? Why is it dry? Why is it burnt?
Maybe we should finally switch to natural gas.
Finally!
Why haven't you switched to natural gas?
To win championships, first and foremost, you have to win with people. It's all about an organization. It's all about a total commitment. Just like First Tennessee, they win with people on a daily basis. From the professionalism to the convenience that they provide myself and my family, and also just staying up on the top of things, the latest trends in banking, the customer service, the convenience, and the passion by which they go by each and every day. They understand the volunteer spirit.
Our family, we're not like any other. We're spirited, tough, loyal. We believe in tradition and honor. Generation after generation, we're Vols for life. This is my family. And this is my truck.
It's all about family football and F-150 on a Tennessee Saturday. Save up to $10,094 plus 500 Ford credit bonus cash and 1,000 Black Friday bonus cash on top of current offers.
You know, these Zaxby's fried pickles really take me back to Mima's kitchen.
Yeah.
Meemaw really would have loved these. Time machine?
Yep, and I brought Meemaw back with me.
That's not Meemaw.
Ooh. Okay, let's get you back inside.
Better than Grandma's? Maybe. Indescribably good? Definitely. Fried pickles are back. Lightly breaded, fried to perfection, and served with ranch sauce. Try them before they're gone. Zaxby's.
Time now for the First Tennessee First Look, a scouting report and look ahead at the Vols' upcoming opponents. Brought to you by First Tennessee, the official bank of the Vols.
I'm VFL Eric Ainge, and it's time for the First Tennessee First Look. The Missouri Tigers come to town this weekend, and first-year head coach Barry Odom brings a four-down, aggressive defensive football team. They have not had a ton of success yet on that side of the football, but they do have some very good, very intelligent football players. Four-down zone team, they like to bring some zone pressure. They'll mix in a little bit of man-to-man, but expect a lot of real basic, normal four-down football. On offense, they've moved to more of a spread, open, high-tempo offense. Starting quarterback Drew Lock has had a lot of success throwing the ball around the park this year, second most passing yards per game in the Southeastern Conference in 2016. We got to keep them in front and tackle them once they catch the football, and we'll be just fine. I'm VFL Eric Ainge, and that was the First Tennessee First Look.
Saturday at Neyland Stadium, it's senior day as Missouri comes to town, and you know, it flies by in November, and suddenly it's this last game, and now you're thinking, wait a minute, LaTroy Lewis and Josh Dobbs and Alvin Kamara, they're all running through the tee for the final time.
Yeah, and so many significant contributors, Dylan Wiseman and players like that have meant so much to this program, and it's a huge opportunity for them, and I think you've seen through all the adversity this season, particularly from a player's standpoint, you've seen the character of this team, and you've seen the moral fiber and composition, and I think these guys will come out incredibly focused. I think their confidence is as high as it's ever been. I think it's every bit as high as what it was early in the season when they were 5-0, just because they truly are having so much more fun on the sidelines, Bob. And it's I watched Aaron Medley on every kickoff against Kentucky that went into the end zone. He would go personally congratulate and shake hands with every other member of the kickoff coverage team. And he's already got a new unique handshake that he does with Marquez Callaway on those coverage units. And you just see stuff like that, and I think it's a team that truly does enjoy playing with one another.
Well, it's a team that's got a lot still to play for. They're going to go to their third straight bowl game. There's a lot of things to build off, and the senior class, I think, will be remembered for a long, long time from Tennessee fans.
Absolutely. This senior class came here talking about helping Tennessee compete for championships. They're going into the final 2 weeks of their last regular season competing for an Eastern Division championship. Next Saturday will be as big a day of football as we've seen for this program, Bob, since 2007.
Indeed it will. And again, it's a 3:30 kickoff at Neyland Stadium. Tennessee going up against Missouri. Broadcast time of the Vol Network at 2 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock Central Time. And we'll have all the highlights next week here on the Butch Jones Show. For John Bryce and Coach Jones, I'm Bob Kessling. See you next week after Tennessee and Missouri.
This has been a presentation of the Vol Network, produced by IMG, the world's premier sports, media, and entertainment company. Produced at the Hand Digital Studio.